Clear one corner.
The gate is locked. They are all inside. All right, okay.
So there are no security men.
Nobody to open the gate.
I'm here myself this morning with members of the few members of the Civil Council to comply with the Supreme Court judgment. Before my arrival, I've already made several attempts by phone call to reach the Speaker and other members. I also did a letter personally which was transmitted to the Honorable Speaker for this particular invitation. But it's unfortunate that at the gates, you can see that the place is completely sealed and there's no sign that anything is going to happen today. The reason why we're doing this, I've always said it, is the interests of our people, which is the most important thing.
All right, reactions have trailed. Let me take this one from Yomi Nuga, who actually pulled up the video where Fubara had demolished the Rivers House of Assembly complex with the caption, "You started it, you denied them access to." Then, was it about a better River State where the interest of the people is considered paramount? Well, here's that video. Former Rivers State Governor and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, during a media parley on Wednesday, suggested that Governor Fubara should be impeached if found wanting, stating that impeachment is not a criminal offense. He also criticized the current state of the Rivers Assembly. Let's take a look.
Would you support an impeachment? If you have committed an offense to be impeached, what is wrong? Is it a criminal offense? It's provided in the Constitution.
You can't just wait till 2027 to vote him out.
Am I a member of the Assembly? The point I'm making, if you have committed an infraction of the Constitution and the Assembly deems it fit to say you should be impeached, let me tell you, politics is not played just like this. Is it the first person that people have threatened about impeachment? Don't you know what to do? What is all this do about you?
All right, the reactions are continuing to trail this plenary session. I mean, a lot of people have said that basically Wike has declared himself as the godfather of River State. I think I also heard you say that early this morning during the newspaper headlines. But that's the rhetoric, and that's the way he's, postulating, portraying himself at this moment. But meanwhile, we've seen an old video following these reactions, which has resurfaced online, showing Nyesom Wike accusing his predecessor, Rotimi Amechi, of abuse of power and destabilizing the River State government. Let's take a look.
Today, you can see his comments. So it is not in his place to decide. And it is that impunity, that godfatherism he wants to play. It is his impunity. He will decide everything that happens. You will decide for your party. You will also decide for the entire River State. This state gave you governor for 8 years. Under this state, he became a minister. Is that the thank you give to the state for making you whom you are, for bringing you up to this level? Instead of you to see how you can have peace in your state, make your state of development, each day you wake up is to cast aspersion on your state. That is not good. It is no person that has the sense will continue to do that. Because I believe, what do I gain? What do I gain as a person if I destroy my state? Of what benefit is it to me?
Of what benefit? I mean, that was, Vimba, you saw that. I mean, he appeared really angry at the moment. And it was the one that did that song. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them. As he dey sweet us, he go. I mean, this was what was going on at the time. And you are here also giving the same impression that you are a godfather. And this is not what we need, the Rivers people need at this moment.
See, the case of godfatherism in this country is a very long line. godfathers will come, they will go. At some point, Wike got a lot of support because he was fighting godfathers. He too has become godfather to Fubara.
That's it.
We've always also noted the idea that in a case if Fubara is successful in this fight, he too will probably become, because it's the game they play. This is never about the interests of the Rivers people. Take that out. As regards that video being shown, yes, Fubara also need to answer. Because till today, we don't know how all of a sudden the National State House of Assembly was bombed in Rivers.
Bombed.
And the next thing we heard that they are coming to demolish so that they will not be able to sit. So he also needs to answer for that. Just like we are also saying that Mr. Wike too should answer with all that he's doing with these 27 lawmakers. And you see, once people gain advantage, they use it to their own benefit. But in all of this, I'm very shocked that they are drawing us into their wahala. Because when Fubara and Wike were agreeing, we were not there.
Right.
When they were using each other, we were not there. Now it's a fight over the resource and the state in general, or the supremacy in the state. They are pulling all of us in. The last point I'll make before I leave it out is this. Like I said before, Fubara should watch it. It might be on its way to impeachment. I'm not seeing this fight ending just like that. Mr. Wike has gotten the upper hand with the courts, and a man that can get a Supreme Court judgment, Dr. Abati, like you were saying, is not that easy. Yes, I know, by the Constitution and the law, it's not that easy. But a man that has gotten a Supreme Court judgment, that the 27 lawmakers are in his hands today, when he decides to make his move at impeachment, we will all be here, we will all analyze it. By that time, if the judge chooses not to play ball, he will now see who the godfather is in the state.
All right.
I'm not happy calling one man a godfather in a democracy.
Right. I mean, Dr. Martin, before I come to you, should I play this song that was being trending? I mean, basically, it just came during this moment. I mean, it was last year. Fubara must obey Wike's song. Let's pull that up before I come to you, Dr. Abati. All right, that was the song that was trending at the time when that whole incident occurred, and now it has resurfaced, and the new song is in Rivers State.
Well, it was Karl Marx that first said, history repeats itself.
Absolutely.
First as a tragedy, second as farce. What we're seeing in Rivers State is that history is building up before our very eyes as a tragedy and also as a farce at the same time. A tragedy, in part, because of the kind of behavior that you have seen on the part of some of the people. Those people dancing Fubara must obey Wike. That's very tragic for democracy.
I've never seen anything.
These are the same Rivers people, a segment of that population that we keep fighting for, saying that they are the ones who will be shortchanged. But you will find enough characters in that same state who will say, yes, we are supporting the godfather against the same person that they claim to have elected into office. What is happening is also farcical because of the back and forth between the parties involved. It was Dr. I think Alabo George is his name, the spokesperson of the House of Assembly, saying, well, Wike is withholding our salaries. Wike demolished our sitting place. Wike, we asked him to bring Fubara demolished our building. Fubara, we asked him to bring his list of commissioners, a fresh list. He has not done so. We asked him to do this, we asked him to do that. He has not done that. Now he is saying we are locking him out. So you have that tit for tat in that place. And it's very unfortunate because, as you have pointed out, it's the people that will be shortchanged. Now, Minister Wike says impeachment is not an issue. Heavens will not fall. Yes, under the Constitution, the only thing that the House of Assembly needs to prove is gross misconduct. And gross misconduct is as they
explain it. And the court of law cannot even inquire into what that gross misconduct constitutes. That was why I was saying earlier that it's not automatic, because Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution tells you about the process. If they, raise allegations against the governor, then the chief judge, Honorable Justice Amadi, will be required to set up a panel of 7 who will investigate. Now, that Section 188 says if they cannot prove the allegations, if they don't find sure grounds for the allegations, then the case will not go forward.
Right.
So it's not as if somebody will sit in Abuja and say, if he's impeached, this is stage 1 of the drama. There will be more drama to come from, Rivers State. And then you have on the other side, the IYC and the Ijaw National Congress saying there will be mayhem if anybody tries to impeach Fubara. Now, that's that leg of that story about impeachment. And then on the other hand, the same man who was condemning Amechi,
yes,
saying the people of Rivers State made him minister. Yeah. How can you be minister and you are trying to destroy your own state? The irony. Is it not the same thing that he himself is doing now?
This is the question.
It's, history, we may add, may be very ironic. But I conclude by saying that President Tinubu should take an interest in what is happening in Rivers State, because what is happening there, the clowning, the farce, the tragedy, let it not end up, affecting the larger Nigerian polity. With Ijaw youths and the Ijaw National Council saying that Nigeria will be sabotaged economically. Yeah. And that was why I made the reference to the Wild Wild West episode in the First Republic. Right. The people of Rivers State must be called to order. Absolutely. The gladiators must be called to order, that they must not derail this democracy. Right. And it's not about President Tinubu telling Fubara to eat the humble pie, to stoop to conquer, after the fashion of Oliver Goldsmith's play of the same title. It is also for the president to call the other group to order.
Absolutely.
The people who are saying there will be trouble. That trouble will not fall only on their heads. All right. And this country belongs to all of us.
Well said, Dr. Abati. This country belongs to all of us.